It is the 17th of May, and it's about 6:40 in the morning. And I was at the park behind me, sleeping. And I was waken up by raindrops. Ugly feeling. It wasn't raining hard, thank goodness it wasn't raining hard, but there were raindrops. And it's the type of situation when just one drop of rain just startles me, or anybody who's sleeping out in it, and it wakes you up right away. And it wasn't raining hard, but it woke me up, got me up thinking, and it was chilly. It was chilly this morning. That's why I got on this little head thingy. It's really warm. You see it in my videos. You see me wearing it in some of my other videos when it was cold, and it really helps keep my head warm. So I put it on, and I'm thinking it's going to be even cooler than this tomorrow and the next few days. The weather here is going to really plummet. It's going to start feeling like late winter and early spring. I have blankets. Well, I have a blanket and that small electric blanket. I digress. Anyway, I got up this morning, and mentally I'm in a better place than I've been since I've been here now. I'm just like I expected. Mentally and emotionally, I get better and better as the days go by, as more familiar with things become. I get better, and that's true. I'm a lot better, but nonetheless, it's still after this rain this morning, and it makes me think the universe, creation, my higher self, all of that wound up uprooted me from 35 years of being grounded in a place. And I'm proud of that. I'm glad to be uprooted. I'm glad to be moving forward. The binding is gone, and that couldn't be better. But I'm in D.C., Washington, D.C. now. What is the universe going to do with me? I woke up this morning with that on my mind, with the rain falling on me, and I'm sleeping outside like this. What is the universe going to do with me? Am I going to make more Q&As while I'm in D.C.? You know, am I going to do more walking videos? What is the plan for Kylo Mims in D.C. now that I'm here? I asked the universe this. I asked the higher powers, the higher part of myself. I see you're doing something with me. There's no doubt. I feel it. I see it. But I have no idea what it is. I trust it. Oh gosh, I trust it. I have no choice but to trust it. But in a humorous, kind of a quirky way, I'm wondering, what are you going to do with me? What's going on with me? I'm so curious to see. Am I just going to continue to sleep in parks and get wet when it rains? And am I going to eventually start back making Q&A videos? What's going on with Kylo? What are you going to do with me? So I'm learning and figuring this out right along with the audience. I'm going to keep this Yellow Brick Road Chronicles going, and so I can actually take a look and see my progress and what's going on. The progress is amazing. The overall progress for me has been amazing, and I'm glad I'm keeping score of it. Yeah, just want to see what's going to go on from here. I'm somewhere in Bethesda now. I'm familiar, well, I'm not familiar with any of it, but I've heard of Bethesda because I was in the Navy, of course. So, but you know, it's not far from where I was, and I'm sitting up here. I don't know what to do next. Well, I'm exhausted. That's what's really overtaking me right now, is exhaustion, and it keeps me from thinking clear about what I need to do. The specifics of what I have to do. I know you guys are gonna get tired of me talking about my exhaustion, but that's all I got to talk about right now. So bear with me in my exhaustion. So I'm over here in Bethesda. I'm not far from a park, but I'm too tired to walk over to it because it seems like it may be farther than I'm willing to walk with these bags. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and try to clear my head and get some clarity here. But I just came from Trader Joe's, and I had to get some things specifically from Trader Joe's, and I got what I needed there, so I can check that off as done. The only other thing I needed to do, I can do that, but I need to get some rest. And I need to find a park. I need to find several things to get me through these cold nights that's coming up. So there's a lot of things I need to get through. And the one thing that gets me through is to actually go through the motions of getting it done. That's what I need to do, get it done. There's a small park right next door to the Whole Foods where I eat at. There's a Whole Foods that I go to. And right next door to it, and I didn't even notice until out of the blue, I was going into the store this morning. And off in the distance, about a block away, I saw some benches. I go, oh, okay, looks like a little park is over there. So I went down after I got done in there. I went down to where I saw the benches, and I walked, it's not even a block, a half a block. And there's this little park here, really nice little park. And there's outlets. And I start checking the outlets to see if they work. None of them worked. So I sat down and took me a little nap in this park. And because I was exhausted, as I just told you in the previous little video I made. And so I found this little park, and I got me some rest. I rested well and started checking all the outlets, and none of them worked. So I sat back down, and then there was this one that came out of the corner of my eye. I looked out the corner of my eye, and there was this one over here I didn't check. I went over there and checked it, and it was live. Can you believe it? It was a live outlet. So it looks like I have a place to cook again. And it looks like I may have a place to plug in my electric blanket for these cold nights coming up. I'm on the bus. I found a Walmart, and I'm getting ready to go to the Walmart. I have to get something from there that only they sell. So I'm catching the metro out there. Thank you, ma'am. And I catch it over there where that 79 is?
No, so the Walmart is right there.
Oh, I see it. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay, no problem.
Uh-huh. Well, let me go over here to this Walmart. Check out this Eiffel Tower looking antenna. Looks like the Eiffel Tower. I've never seen an antenna look like that before. pretty tight quarters up in this Walmart. Let's see. There we go. This is what I'm looking for, but this isn't the brand. Oh, here it is. This is what I'm looking for right here. This. I can only get it at Walmart. Hi. I'm good.
Bag?
Say?
Bag?
No. I might have to.
This is $2.12.
Can you do this manually? Can I do this manually? Punch in the numbers manually? It's the EBT.
This is
Manual.
EBT?
Mm-hmm. Can you do it manually? Yeah, because it won't work here. Watch. For some reason, my EBT card won't work on. Oh, did it work? Did it take? Did it take? Okay, I want to do it manually. Can you do it manually? You know, key it in manually?
Manual.
Yeah, the
You
numbers.
see, it doesn't have the bold.
Yeah, so I have to do it.
Recording us?
Well, I'm making a video. I make YouTube videos. Okay. If
YouTuber, yeah?
huh?
YouTuber.
YouTube. Yeah, I make YouTube videos.
On my face is YouTube.
No, your face is not on here. Like recording in certain areas of the city, because people literally have a fit when they see this camera and find out that I'm recording, but only in certain areas. And I've already figured out the areas that is. So that's why certain areas just don't get no YouTube coverage on my channel, because they have a fit. So I just don't bother to record in certain areas. And they was having a fit at Walmart, weren't they? I don't know what this is. It looks like a park. I have an eye for parks. I was just over here crossing the street waiting for the bus, and I saw this area, and it, you know, like I said, it looked like a park. So let me go check this out. Maybe this is a place I can come and relax, because I haven't really found a big park. All the parks I found were really small, with a few benches that I can always sit up on, but just to lay out in the grass and take a nap. That's what I've been looking for. And that's what it looked like this is right here. It looks like a really big place where I can just come and pull out my blanket and go to sleep. Yeah, looks like a place where a lot of people like myself anyway kind of come out here and relax. Yeah. I'm familiar with these kind of neighborhoods and these kind of parks, so, but I still would come out here and take a good nap because it's got some good shade. judge a park in the summertime by the shade. You know where's Kennedy Street? Kennedy Street? Will I catch the E4 bus? Kennedy, E4. I'm going back to Friendship. Okay. Okay, thank you. This is the hood. I'm in the hood, y'all. I done wandered off in the hood. Can y'all believe it? I had no idea. I better put away the camera for a minute. My sleep report was better. I slept with the blanket last night, and that made it a lot better because it was very windy last night. And it's the wind whipping through a sleeping body that really brings on the chills. So the blanket shielded me from the wind, and I slept better last night. The temperature is going to continue to drop. It's cool today. It's kind of a little cloudy, but a little bit of sun. The temperature is definitely cooler than it's been since I've been here. And it's just going to continue to get cooler over the next 5 or 6 days. I'm not looking forward to that, but I am prepared. Let's see. I'm adjusted. I still don't know a lot of the city, but as far as me feeling like I'm in the place I'm supposed to be, all of that discomfort and unknowingness is kind of subsiding, and I'm feeling more grounded into this city, to DC. I'm feeling grounded into the atmosphere. So the comfort zone is very much more intact. You know, I'm over that hump of the just completely feeling out of sorts and all of that. I don't even want to think back on it. But I'm over that hump, and I'm into a comfort zone now. But with that comfort zone comes other things. You know, it can't just be comfort. There's got to be an opposition, a polar opposite, somewhere lurking to create, I guess that's to create a balance. But not a balance in me, but I guess a balance in the overall scheme of life. There has to be that other side. In spite of how it makes me feel, it has to be there. So there is other things starting to pop up that wasn't there when I got here. Now that I'm becoming comfortable, I have to deal with shit sometimes now. But anyway, hey, that's my life. The viewers of this channel here, I'm sure are smart enough to know, don't take my experiences and my opinions and point of views to heart. Most of the things I say and my experiences are basically related to the way I see it and what's happening to me. I may say and feel a certain way about something, but you know, if it applies to you, good, but if it doesn't, but I'm going to voice and express myself on this channel. That's what I do. So I want people to understand, though, where I'm coming from. It's just a perspective of where I'm at the moment. The clouds have come in and the temperature is starting to get cooler and the wind is picking up. That's just great, isn't it? Well, I'm sitting up here and my creative energy, I'm bursting with creative energy. And, you know, I'm sitting here I'm comfortable. I have nothing really to complain about except the fact that I don't have a place to live or income. I really don't have anything to complain about in the moment. Let's put it that way. And I'm enjoying the moment that I have without having a lot of stress energy interfere with that. But at the same time, I'm sitting up here and I have all this creative energy. And it's nowhere near as aggravating as stress energy, but it's still an energy that's very present, and it makes itself just as known to me as stress energy does, but in a different way, a creative way. And this creative energy I'm carrying has been around me for a while now. I mean, I get this, it's an energy that I just feel the need to just create, to move forward in the creative process. That's where, like you see in my videos, where the video is becoming more creative. The thumbnails that I'm using, the pictures and stuff that I'm using to advertise, all of it's becoming more creative. That's coming from all this creative energy that that's building in me. And even my fashion, I mean, I love these. I've always liked these on people. That's the 70s fashion. And I remember sometime during the early 2000s, I believe, the young kids, I mean, like teenagers in high school, kids, they started wearing these again. And I always have admired that bandana or that scarf around the neck, even when it was out in the 70s. I just never thought to wear it, just didn't ever come to my mind. But because of all of my creativity and all this creative energy, I'm like, man, that would look good. So I start wearing this, just other creative things just start coming. I'm just getting this creative energy to just flowing. And I'm sitting up here and I want to just do something. And I'm thinking, I need to create. And I'm sure that's for a reason. I just don't know what I'm going to be creating. I'm sure the higher powers, the universe, has got something in store for me where I'm going to be using this creative energy. Now, granted, creative energy is not always necessarily used to create in some ways that, in the ways that I'm feeling. Maybe it's coming out in a creative way, but it can be used for something else. I'm aware of this. I'm not blind to that. But nonetheless, I just want to do things that's in a creative way. And I'm sitting up here. It's a cool day, but I'm enjoying it. I'm comfortable. But there's an edge of creativity that's just sitting on me. What normally would be stress energy where I come from, that would be stress energy. Here now, it's this creative energy that is just sitting there, but it's not a nagging energy, but it's there. And I just want to create, and I don't know what that means though. I don't know where I'm going to exercise that creativity.